Alright guys, so it's Lucid here and I got a story to tell y'all. Really tragic one. So, okay. This is a while ago, this is a while back. So you know how when you're trying to get your license, you gotta take the exam to get your permit first, right? When I tried to take that thing, I went in there, I was all confident, I was happy. I was like, okay, I got it. I've been studying a little bit, I read the little handbook you get and everything, right? And so I was sitting in the front row when you get there at the DMV, and I was sitting there waiting for my turn to be called in there and take my test. A bunch of people, rows and rows and rows and rows of seats behind me, and I'm just sitting there. And then so they call me up, and I go in the room, I take my test. And you know how you get like 20 questions, and if you get 5 wrong, I think it was 5 wrong, it's over, it's a wrap, that's it. So I'm going through the test, and I'm missing them. I'm missing like I got the first 10 questions, I was good. I missed like 1 question. I was like, alright, I got it. It's good. I know what I'm doing. And then it started asking me a bunch of bullshit and tricking me. Asking me some question about when it's outside and about the fog and stuff like that. But anyway, so let's get to the main point. The main point is I failed that shit. Alright? I failed that shit and I was pissed. So what happened is, I know everybody's out there and they're gonna see me walk out this room. And they're gonna see me with a big ass frown on my face. So I'm like, nah, I can't let them think that. Because there's rows of people. And the room is at the front, so they're gonna see you when you walk out. And if you walk out with a bitch ass face, like, oh man, they know. It's like, how this man just failed his stupid permit test with a retard. So I gotta look smart, right? So I turn around with my fist balled. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Are you for real? Anyway, so I start to walk out the room, big ass smile on my face. I'm like, and my mom's sitting in the front row. She's in there waiting for me. So as soon as I walk out that door, she makes eye contact with me. She sees a smile on my face. She starts smiling, she thinks I passed that shit. That's what it looks like. I'm walking up to her. It's like a good 20-foot walk. The big ass ground on my face, and inside I'm dying, alright? I'm pissed. And so anyway, I get to her, and this is what I do. I'm walking to her, and right with a big smile, right when I sit down, she's like, oh, you passed? I'm like,
no, I failed that shit.
And she's like, what do you mean? Why are you smiling? I was like,
don't want to look stupid, alright? Let's just go.
She's like, what do you mean? You can retake it. Nope, you gotta wait. They won't let you take it the same day. I know this. I know it from experience, alright? So I'm like, we gotta go. We gotta go? She's like, well, alright. So then anyway, basically, we left. I came back the next few days and I got it. But moral of the story, do more studying than you think. You gotta prepare yourself. Because, yeah, it was pretty tragic. It was a bad day. Whoa, okay, wait. That was not the only time that I had a massive fail though, alright? I just remember one thing. Kind of a similar experience I had, but it was about a much more serious thing. Okay, so I've been trying to get this job, right? This is a really good job. I'm gonna be a claims adjuster with insurance and everything. And my friend's hooking me up, crazy, you know. So anyway, it takes a lot of studying. I had to go through a course, like a 5-day course, and do a bunch of, it was just rigorous studying, alright? So anyway, I'm prepared, right? And my man Krazy, he's taking the test, he passed, so he told me, he's like, hey, there's this one section, the test was about, and he took his thing like a year before I did, so he told me what his was about. I'm like, alright then. Anyway, I studied for a good, like 3 weeks, I'm sitting there studying the major points of what I believe is gonna be on the test. Now in insurance, there's a lot of stuff. They give you a whole book. I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be about this because I was dumb and I had a little bit of an idea what the test is gonna be about. And so I went in and I studied just a little portion of what I was gonna be doing. And that little portion was a lot, alright? So it took me 3 weeks and I got confident with it. I was like, alright, I'm good. And so I go into this test, right? I sit down. I go to first of all, I have to drive 40 minutes away to Atlanta and go to this little building and everything. I had to pay like, what, $60 to take it. That's after paying $400 for the class. So anyway, I get there, I sit down, it's on a computer, I'm taking it, it's a 100 question test, right? And it doesn't tell you if you get it wrong while you're taking it like the driver's test does. No, you gotta get the full 100, and then at the end you go outside and they tell you, they give you a little piece of paper and they tell you, on the paper it says if you passed or if you failed. So anyway, when I take the test and I passed, or when I finish taking the 100 question test, I walk out of the room, they come in there and they guide you out, take your materials and everything. And so I walked out, and this man, I don't know if he knew I failed, but I feel like he did. I feel like he looked, because on the computer screen, he had to print a little paper out and slide to me. And this man looked at the screen, he looked at me, he looked at the screen, he was like, I was like, oh shit, alright, well that's not a good sign. I was still trying to be confident, because I felt like I did a good job, to be honest. I thought I got like at least a 77 or something. I thought I passed it at least. So I'm like, okay, That's a little weird. So anyway, he prints out the paper, right? And this man turns it upside down and slides that shit across the table towards me. He slid that shit across the table towards me. So, alright, he wasn't really seeming too happy about it. So I picked it up and I looked at it, and the first thing I saw was the word pass, because it was saying the passing requirements. So I thought immediately, oh, okay, I passed. And then my eyes glanced down further down that page, and I saw
Fail.
So I was like,
What the fuck?
the same situation again. My mom, I didn't tell y'all, my mom's outside waiting in the parking lot, alright? She sat out there waiting for me to finish taking this test, right? I'm like, swear to God. And there's people in this room. So what I do again? What I do? Yes, I smiled. I looked at that paper, I was like, alright. I was like, alright, thank you. I walked out, people passing me going in the building. I'm like, yeah. And my mom, I hear her, because I couldn't see her. I was looking around the parking lot, couldn't find her. I heard her calling my name. She's like, Josh, over here. I turned, and she's like, did you pass? Did you pass? And I got a smile on my face. I didn't say shit. I just kept walking. I just kept walking towards her. She's like, did you pass? And I just wait until I got like within the 10 feet distance.
I failed. That's what happened. I failed. Alright, let's go.
And she's like, what? And she's like, it's okay, don't worry. It's, you know, people fail. I was pissed. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I know people fail. I was trying to be one of those people. I was trying to pass. I studied for weeks, right? It's just not funny. And so anyway, I get in the car and we drive 40 minutes back. Think about that. After you pass, after you study rigorously and build yourself with confidence for 3 weeks, and you gotta drive 40 minutes back and just sit there and think about what happened. So that's what I did. I sat there and I got pissed. You know, I'm screaming and everything. I get mad kind of easily. So you could just imagine how I was in that situation. It was not pretty. But anyway, just so y'all know, I did go back and study the whole book. I read the whole fucking book they gave you, right, at this little class. I read page by page, underlined every little bit for another 2 months. Went back and passed it. And they don't tell you what score you get, it just says pass. So just so y'all know, you just gotta make sure before you do something. You gotta get every little area and you'll be good. Don't be stupid. Don't assume that it's gonna be about one little area and go in without the full understanding of something. You gotta prepare yourself like 100%, or else you're not gonna be sure what's gonna happen. So I hope y'all learned something, and y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you want to hear some more stories by us. Let us know how you feel, and tell us if you can relate in any type of way, any type of stories you have about where you thought you're gonna pass something, maybe a test at school, whatever it is. Just let us know, because these stories are fun. And just to let you guys know, like, you know, people fail. As long as you don't stop, you'll be good. So yeah, y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and we out.